I'm Leo London. Welcome back to my channel. This is part of the 7 days of videos that I'm trying to do to celebrate getting to 1,000 subscribers. And I say trying because I just had surgery and I'm a little bit loopy. So if I make mistakes, blame the anesthetics. But yeah, if you like what I do here, if you like any of the deck profiles or anything like that, join the Facebook group, Yugi Leo, subscribe, like the video, especially leave comments. It really helps the search algorithms. And check out my Patreon if you want to help out that way. But this is my Yugo Clear Wing Synchro Dragon deck profile that I'm going to use next month against Dylan's Stardust profile for our duel series. He won the first one, and I have no intention of losing the second one. So let's get into it. Let's see the changes I've made to stand a better chance against his deck. Alright, so first up, Wind Witch, Ice Bell, 3 of them, because she can special summon herself from her hand, and when you do that, she will special summon out a Glass Bell, which is also at 1, which will search out a Snow Bell, which you can special summon from your hand, and you get a turn 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon that is immune to destruction. It is very good. Speedroid Terratop at 1, because Konami hates me. This card is exactly why I think we should have a ban list where Terratop is not limited in Speedroids. It's limited in the decks that can actually abuse it, because what is Terratop doing in Speedroids? Not a whole lot. 3 Speedroid Teketon board. Easy special summon, gets you any tuner you want. Really good way to thin the deck and fill the graveyard. 2 things that you really want to do with your Speedroids. 1 copy of Red-Eyed Dice. You only need 1. Never banish it and you'll be okay. Yeah, I've never felt that I needed more than 1. You're always recycling this one with Den Den Daiko Duke or Double Yo-Yo. 2 copies of Tri-Eyed Dice. I played with 3 in it as an experiment. I don't like it at 3, but I really like it at 2. And I'm looking for another, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a star foil. And I'm looking for another one. So if you have one and you'll part with it, let me know and we'll do a little trade. 3 copies of Den Den Daiko Duke, the Speedroid with the most fun name to say. You banish him from the graveyard. He special summons a Speedroid tuner from your hand or from the graveyard. It is very, very good. Another form of recursion. Speedroid Horse Stilts. He can not only does he special summon another Speedroid from your hand when he is normal summon, so you're easily getting in your Link 2s or your Synchro plays, but when he's in the graveyard, he can, by banishing himself, replace himself with another Speedroid monster. So it's a way to put in your Triad Dice, your Den Den Daiko Duke, your Red-Eyed Dice, whatever you need in the graveyard. Very efficient. Nice way to cycle through the deck. 2 copies of Speedroid Double Yo-Yo, because upon normal summon, it will special summon another Speedroid alongside it from the graveyard. And that's your Red-Eyed Dice, for example. You can Synchro summon into any of your plays. Yeah, it's one of the better normal summons. 2 copies of Speedroid Hexasaucer. Hexasaucer. This one, I use it because you have to banish one of your Speedroid Synchro monsters, or even like a Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, to use Speedroid Rubber Band Shooter's effect, and this will help you get those back. It'll also help you get back, like, you know, your banished Horse Stilts and like things like that. Speedroid Domino Butterfly. This is the same thing. You discard 1 Speedroid from your hand and you get to add 1 from your banish zone. Another way to fill your graveyard and fill your hand back up. Really good recursion. This is brand new experiment. 2 copies of Quick Draw Synchron, because he can special summon himself at the cost of filling the graveyard. And what do I like to do? Fill the graveyard. So yeah. 2 copies of Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. This is to take care of some of the more problematic plays that Dylan tend to make last game. I feel against his deck in particular, it's the better choice over the Ash Blossom. Because Ash Blossom doesn't actually get rid of the problematic monster in general. for example, his Junk Speeder. If his effect went off and I destroyed his only monster that's not a tuner, he's sitting there with a bunch of tuner monsters that don't do anything. So I figure it's the better option than leaving him with the monster and then being able to recover somehow. But that's a theory. We'll see what happens. One copy of Monster Reborn, the Lost Art promotion, because I love that artwork. It looks fantastic. Yeah, I really love it as an Ultra, and I don't think it would look that good as a secret, but as an Ultimate, give me some of that. The Lost Art Foolish Burial, because I like the artwork. So Speed Recovery. This card is not once per turn. Neither of its effects are once per turn. It can special summon from the graveyard any Speedroid, and then the turn after it's been there, it can return a Speedroid from the graveyard to your hand. So it's a way to recur your double yo-yos, your whatever it is that you need to be able to continue your plays. And again, neither of those effects are once per turn. 3 copies of Tuning to search out the Junk Synchron, and again, fill your graveyard as cost. Again, not once per turn. I don't know why these cards are not printed as once per turn, but this card is actually pretty busted when you think about it. Yeah, so I'm just giving this Quick Draw engine a little try and see what I can produce with it. 2 copies of Infinite Impermanence because we don't side deck in this challenge. So the decks need to be good at going first and going second, and Infinite Impermanence is good either way. If I get it going first, I can use it as disruption. If I get it second, I set a trap, and then I have that form of disruption as well. So yeah, it's probably the best hand trap in the game, maybe one of the best cards in the game overall. 1 Red Reboot. This will counter his Solemn Judgments, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't get 2 and just Judgments my Red Reboot. And then 1 Imperial Order. I'm debating cutting this by the time the tournament, well, duel actually rolls around, but we'll see. And the extra deck. One of the main additions, Cosmic Blazar Dragon. No better way to counter Quasar than Cosmic Blazar. He's wind, so it doesn't affect me as I'm generally locked into wind monsters, and his effects are just crazy. He can negate my opponent's battle phase, my opponent's normal summon. Yeah, it's just a very good monster. I would say it's the defensive option to Quasar, who is the more offensive option, I feel. So he wants to use Quasar. I can play those games too, and summon Cosmic Blazar. You know what's good, guys. 3 copies of Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, 2 ultimates, very lovely, and 1 ghost. I would like a playset of ultimates so my ghost could stay in my main deck. So if you have an ultimate and you'll part with it, I will buy it or trade it. Let me know, and let's make a deal. But yeah, that's the deck's main objective, is to turbo out that monster and all of his offshoots. So up next, Clear Wing Fast Dragon. This is bumped up to 2 because of how important it is for dealing with link monsters and things like that. It was at 1, and I felt I needed another one. Its recursion is really good. If it's destroyed, it gets sent to the Pendulum Zone, and then as soon as I get a level 4 and a tuner, basically, as soon as I can Synchro Summon a level 7, I can bring him back from the Pendulum Zone, so that's very good. His effect negation is not dependent on level like Clear Wing Synchro Dragons is, which lets it deal with link monsters and Xyz monsters much easier. So yeah, I felt it was important to have. One of them is the Jump promo, as you can see here, and the other is the Dual Devastator reprint. I definitely prefer the lighter green on the Jump promo. I'm not sure why they changed its color, but I definitely like the lighter shade more. Let me know which one you like more in the comments below. 3 copies of Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, because it's one of the most badass synchro monsters ever created. I don't really need to say anything else about that. Hi-Speedroid Kite Drake, because this card can single-handedly win you the game. It is a board wipe or a massive effect negation card. And if it's destroyed, you get to search your deck for any Speedroid card you want. And if you haven't used Terratop yet, generally you're using Terratop, because if they've destroyed this, they've probably wiped your board. 1, Speedroid Kite Drake, or Kendama, I already said Kite Drake. Kendama for easy burn damage, and just a way to, it's just important to have a level 6 Synchro in the deck, as I actually go into this way more than I thought I would. Hagato, because he can special summon himself once per turn as long as I control a tuner. So I normal summon a level 3 tuner, he special summons himself out, bang, immediate Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. It is very good and part of the Cosmic Blazar combo. Same with Speedroid Puzzle, part of the Cosmic Blazar combo. Martial Metal Marcher, when he is synchro summoned, he will summon out a level 1 tuner, and he enables the Cosmic Blazar combo. And then, last but not least, Hi-Speed Rubber Band Shooter. Best Link monster ever created for this deck. I would rather have this than Needle Fiber. It allows me to add cards from my hand and fill the graveyard and gives me an additional normal summon. It's just really good, really simple, and somebody just opened a treasure chest. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think.